Welcome to another thrilling Patreon-only podcast brought to you by Aunty, Donna, the creators of comedy. That's us, the performing members of Mark, Broden and Zach, and the behind-the-curtain boys of Max, Sam and Tom. Over the months, we have been playing Party Quirks, a game which we do to warm up before all of our rehearsals. And as we write our new live show, we've been doing it quite a bit, every morning at 10 a.m. to be exact. But what we found from you, dear Patreon listener, is an enjoyment of us doing it. You see, we've been playing this game for 10 years now, and the surface level enjoyment of the game went away a long time ago. What we try and do now is do the most niche, fucked versions of the game, the characters we create, so that it's impossible to guess. And you've been enjoying that, so we're going to keep doing it from now. This month, the person who'll be leaving the room and hosting the party is a small boy from Italy. He barely speaks a word of English. His name is Mark.
Hi, how you doing today? Sorry if my English is bad.
And the two people playing characters will be Mark and Broden. But Mark 2, which we call Zach. Tom can't join us today because we're on Zoom. Neither can Sam. So what we will be doing for the first... Can you guys shut the fuck up, please? I can't hear myself think. I seriously can't hear myself think. Shut up. I'm telling you, I can't hear myself. You think you're saying you're supporting me, you're shitting on me, so shut the fuck up. Please shut the fuck up.
You're acting like a real clown.
What we're going to do this time...
Stop laughing.
Oh, yeah, be a fucking child about it, Zach. Be a fucking child about it.
No, I'm going to say... No, I'm going to stop laughing.
He said he's going to stop laughing. You asked him to stop what he was doing. He was laughing.
Yeah, I can't wait
and
to
he's
see
not going
what
to do
the
that
subversion
anymore.
of that is.
Well, you always expect
Sometimes
the worst. You always expect the worst from us.
shoot
What do you
in
mean
the
by
face with a gun.
subversion?
And you know what I do? I grab
What do you mean
that
by
gun
subversion?
before you
I said, I'm going to
did a
stop
shot,
laughing.
Twist it, turn it around, have that gun on you, one in each kneecap.
So you're going to subvert my
incapacitated.
attempt at shooting you.
Yeah.
Great. What we're going to do this week, which is a never before attempted version. That's subverting the subversion.
That was laughing.
You're subverting the
Zach.
subversion.
Unless
this kind of hat on a hat shit is what you're going to hear in Party Quirks.
And it's what you'll see at a costume store as well.
A hat shop, maybe.
I'm sorry. I'm so sorry, guys. I forgot that I said I wouldn't do the laugh. I forgot that I said I wouldn't do it.
Would you say that you would see a hat on a hat at a costume store or a hat store? Because I would say if you go to a hat store, you're going there to buy a hat. That's a sensible place to get a hat. But at a costume store, crazy kind of things could happen. You could
I reckon
wear
a
beret.
reject shop.
At
would
the
be
reject
like a place
shop, maybe you put a hat on
like
top
those
of a
plastic
hat.
little hats. Like a big
yeah.
pile of hats.
Yeah, maybe.
Anyway,
What about an Orthodox Jewish person on a sunny day? They're wearing their yarmulke and then they put on a cap to protect their eyes.
what we're going to do for the first time ever is both Zach and I are going to play two, you heard it, two characters. We do the first round of characters, and when Mark guesses who we're playing, the second round come in.
And if I
You
refuse,
go, yes, you got it. I'm going to step out, come back in.
Knock, knock, knock.
sorry, I said, and if I refuse.
So we'll start the game now, and we will start with Mark leaving the room.
I'm just going to
Leaving
turn my
the
volume
Zoom.
down so I can't hear you.
Okay, this is how we're going to do it on the
Don't
Zoom.
cheat, Mark.
Oh yeah, and just put
Don't
your
look at the
thumbs up.
camera so you can't lip read like Hal in 2001: A Space Odyssey.
But then I won't know when to come back in at all. I'm just going to put my
Oh,
volume down. I'm
absolutely.
going to put you
We'll wave
away.
to you.
You start waving at the screen wildly when I'm ready. When you're ready, all right?
I'm going to cover my mouth.
I'm leaving now.
Right.
I just don't trust that you're not going to pull a howl on us.
He can't hear what we're saying. Let me do a check. Mark is a fucking cunt.
Yeah. We need to talk about Mark. I think that he's developing emotions and he's compromising the space mission.
What movie is that?
That's Hal 2001, and then he's lip reading. So we have to shut down Mark. It's okay. You don't remember
His
that one
microphone's
bit. It's
still
like a
on though.
7-hour
You can
movie.
still hear little Mark things like breathing and
Yeah.
looking down.
Broden,
wave
I
and
got
see
my
if he
first
sees it.
character for you.
All right, yeah, please.
No, because then he'll think we're done.
Yeah, but then that'll be
My
a good
first
way of
character
finding
for
out.
you is Hal in 2001, and he's just lip read the guys, and so he knows they're going to try and kill him or shut him down.
Hal, the robot from 2001: A Space Odyssey. I've not seen the film.
Oh, that's a problem. Okay. You are Broden Kelly playing Party Quirks. You've been asked to do a specific moment from a movie that you've not seen. And that movie is
it
the
Hal
scene
from-
where Hal... But in this situation, because you've just very openly admitted you haven't seen it, you know, we've all got movies where I haven't seen all of Godfather Part 2, for example. Happy to admit that. But in this situation, you didn't have the cojones to admit it. So the whole thing is like the tension of you not wanting to get found out that you didn't see it. So those are the three layers. You're Broden, you're playing that moment. He has to get that moment, and there's the whole idea that you didn't want to get caught. You know, didn't want to get caught out not knowing it.
Yep. Oh, so you can still hear Mark burping there and stuff because his microphone's still on. He's sitting in silence.
Yeah.
He's kind of looking like, did they hear me do that? I don't know. Here's what you are, Zach. As soon
Bring
as
it on.
you're brought in, you are just on the camera looking confused, like your audio interface has gone down. You can't hear us. It's just a weird, like, oh, hang on, something's gone wrong here. Is it Wi-Fi? And it's just you looking confused and looking around your computer. Now, he's going to get that pretty quickly. But then the only way that his guess is acceptable is if he says pizza pasta at the end of it.
Pizza pasta.
Yeah, so he has to say, like, you are pretending that your internet connection or your computer's broken, blah, 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 blah. And the sentence has to end with pizza pasta.
Okay, for sure. For sure.
Does that make sense?
Yeah, that's challenging. All right. Yeah, 100%.
That's challenging. That's going to be a challenge.
You are Glib Glob. A little blue boy. A little blue boy who grew up in Greenland. But now you live in New York City. But unfortunately...
Glib Glob, a little blue boy who grew up in New York City from Greenland.
He grew up in Greenland, now lives in New York City, but unfortunately, you are colorblind and you have a bad grasp of geography. So you don't know countries, cities, or colors.
Great. Great. All right. Now, can I say I'm Glib Glob? Can I say my name's Glib Glob?
No, he has to guess that.
Okay,
He
good.
has to guess your name, Glib Glob.
All right. You are... Nathan Buckley, the coach of the AFL football team, the Collingwood Magpies. On the morning...
Still the coach of the Collingwood Magpies?
No, he isn't. So on the morning, mid-year this year, that he was brought into the boardroom of the Collingwood Football Club, and you and the board came to the conclusion that it would be best to part ways effective next week.
That's so funny.
Yeah.
That's so funny. That's so funny. Yeah. And my first character is technical problems, although I will insist that you guys keep going in spite of the technical problems.
Yeah. And that's going to be good for people to hear because Mark's going to try and cover. He's going to try and cover it.
Yeah. And
it'll just sound
I say that
fucked.
not as a joke. I say that not as a joke. I say that because otherwise there's a huge risk of him going, oh, well, I'll stop recording.
Yeah.
Technical problem. but he has to end the guess with pizza pasta.
Yes.
And did this meeting happen at Collingwood HQ midway through this? Like,
yeah,
that's quite a recent meeting.
Yeah, it's the Westpac Centre.
Served
Was it
him
the
once at
Westpac
the
Centre. He has to say the
I served
Westpac
him once
Centre.
at Gold Class,
You have
the
mentioned that
Westpac
before.
Centre. And he was very nice.
Great.
Didn't
All right.
have as fancy of a card as James Heard, though.
So Mark is the board. You're sitting down with him, the board. To
Yeah, I love this. I know so little about football, and so does he. Funnily, seemingly the easiest. I think this will be the most challenging.
He's got to
But
call you Nathan
really
Buckley.
hilarious
He has
stuff.
to call you Nathan Buckley.
He's got to
and you
know I'm
can't
Nathan
say
Buckley. All that.
Nathan Buckley.
No
right.
worries. Yeah,
All right.
absolutely.
Now we wave. Hey, he's waving back. He's sort of acting
Come on,
like
come on in.
He's forgotten. He's forgotten that means to come back in. Mark,
Back into the party.
Mark.
Come in.
I'm gonna
Mark.
ring him. I'm gonna have to ring him.
Is he serious? Is this for serious? Come into the
I
party.
see ya.
Come in.
I see ya. Hello.
Are you coming? Are you coming to the party? Mark, don't do this. Come to the party. Come in. We're done.
What do you want? What do you want?
We're done. We're ready.
Oh, sorry. I forgot.
Was that a bit?
I forgot.
Was that a bit?
I forgot.
Because I don't know. I'm not confident that was a bit.
I forgot that was the signal.
Okay. I don't think that was a bit.
Oh, and you never will.
I reckon it was a bit. I reckon that was a bit.
It's a good bit. It's a good bit, but I think we're all losing our minds a little, so it could be not a bit.
Let's start this party with some music. All right. Hello.
I forgot my character.
All right, I'll give you a second. I'm going to turn just wave when you're ready.
Oh God, what was the first?
I can't hear
Did you forget your character? Do you want me to message it?
Oh, I
to you?
remember. All right, I'm ready. Play the music. Play the music. Oh, he turned his audio off again. Mark! He's being a
No,
cunt.
it's not funny, Mark. These are too complicated. These are too complicated, Mark. This is going to be... Oh, don't do this, Mark.
I'm having a nice
Mark,
sit.
this
Why do
is
you...
Mark.
Yeah.
This is going to take half an hour.
I'm ready.
All right.
I'm ready.
All right.
We
Play some
get
music.
into it.
Hello.
Did someone else knock then?
Yeah. I knock on my own door when I see guests approaching.
Don't do that.
Why not? It's my
do
fucking house.
Don't do that. That's
It's
too
custom.
confusing.
It's a WOG thing.
Oh, okay. All right.
Yeah. Now you're racist. Now you're racist potentially.
Quirks. I don't want to play party quirks on Zoom. I'm gonna be real. I don't want to do this.
Well,
It's
this
gonna
is
be
what I'm
great.
starting up for.
So-
Come
It's going to
in.
be great.
I'll start again.
It's going to work perfectly.
Come in. Hello.
Hi, how are you?
I'm good. How are
Great to
you?
be here. Oh,
Oh,
such a good
yeah.
Zoom party.
It's such a good Zoom party.
I think he's... Oh, we're in outer space.
Me and you, right now?
Yeah,
Well, I love being in outer space. That's where my favourite kind of twisties
I
are.
think... Oh,
Moon cheese twisties. I've got a bowl of them here.
I'm afraid I can't let you do that.
Why do you have an American accent now?
I'm afraid I can't let you do that.
You can't let me get the twisties?
I don't know.
Are you confused about what your character is? Is that the character?
No, I know. I've watched it.
So you've seen a movie.
seen it.
You've seen a movie. Your character is based on a movie that you haven't seen.
No,
but
I've seen heaps. I've seen every movie.
You've seen every
I've
movie.
definitely seen this movie.
So obviously your character hasn't seen this movie.
I'm
but
afraid I can't let you do that.
oh, is
said
that
it. He said it.
2001: A Space Odyssey?
Yeah.
Yeah. You've seen that movie.
Yeah.
Yeah, you haven't though, have you?
Of course I have.
So you're someone who's been asked to be the robot from 2001: A Space Odyssey, and you've seen heaps of movies, but you haven't seen that one, and you're embarrassed by the fact that you haven't seen that because that is a classic movie that you absolutely should have seen.
I think he got
Congratulations. It's 2 out of 3.
Jesus Christ.
It's still...
And you get good at this game. What can I say? You get good at this game.
Jesus Christ. You gonna come in?
Hello? Come in.
I knocked.
Hello?
Could you hear me knock?
I couldn't hear you knocking over the sound of my own knocking. I knock when I see a guest approaching. It's an Italian thing. It's cultural.
Sorry, I didn't mean to knock at the wrong time.
That's okay, because you're on a delay because we're doing a Zoom call and so there's a delay there.
No.
No, there's not a delay.
What?
Your character has
Is
a
there
delay.
a delay?
Your character is doing
No, Mark, is there... Is there a delay?
Well, there's not a delay.
Sorry, I'm not, no. I don't want to, this isn't a bit.
There's so
Is there a
your
delay
character
right now?
is doing a Zoom party, right? Well, you're doing this. You're Zach. You're in this Zoom party. There's not a delay, but you need to keep checking with me to see if there is a delay. Or anytime I try and guess whether there's a delay, you then question whether it's a bit or not.
It's I think delay is a little too specific.
Well, the other guest is coming right now, so you can fucking take your time to work out.
Yeah, do you want to talk to the other guest?
Oh, you got that straight away.
No.
Come in.
Oh, hello.
Hello, how are you?
Oh, good, thank you.
Oh, that's good to hear. Would you like some moon twisties? We're still in space. So, Zach's just sent me a message that says there is a legit issue, which I believe is part of the character. I believe that's a bit. Your character is trying to absolutely convince me beyond a reasonable doubt that there's a delay. That is what you're doing.
Well, I think there was. I don't know.
They're having a technical issue on their side.
You're cutting in and out, and you're going glitchy, and I don't know if it's your. Is it? I don't want to make edits for Tom now. If we can keep rolling.
You're trying to get me to cover for what you're trying to convince me is a legitimate technical issue over Zoom.
Yeah. Well. Yes. Yeah.
I'm going to talk to high pitch. I'm going to talk to this high pitch motherfucker. All right, you just wait there.
And sure. Okay.
Hello, high pitch person.
Oh, how do you do?
I'm good.
Oh, I live in the big city like Carrie or the Ninja Turtles.
New York City.
Oh, they're so cool. That's right. I live here now. Much better than where I used to live.
Oh, where
now
was
I
that?
live with the turtles, those cool purple turtles.
Purple turtles? Well, that's just Donatello is the purple
Oh,
one.
what are they?
So you live in New York City, but you don't know what the
I don't
Ninja
know.
Turtles are.
I don't know where I live.
You don't know where you live?
I don't know.
So, but you said you live in a city where Carrie and the Ninja Turtles are. That's New York City.
Is it?
Yeah. Have you never heard of New York City?
I moved from where I was to where I am.
So you're someone who now lives in New York City but doesn't know what New York City is.
What?
You live in New York City,
It's much more interesting than where I'm from.
And where's that?
I don't know.
You don't know where you're from. So you don't know. You're somebody who has moved to New York City, doesn't know what New York City is, doesn't know where they've moved from.
I don't know. It's icy.
I've got to guess.
Beautiful, beautiful yellow ice.
Yellow ice.
I don't know.
So anytime I try to guess where you're from, your response is, I don't know, because you don't know.
No, I don't know.
You don't know. You don't know. Zach, I'm going to move on to you for a second.
Yeah, man. Yeah. I have a question for you. I've got a question for you. I've got a question for you.
How have I not gotten yours yet? There must be another layer because I know I've gotten it.
Yeah, so have a guess. See if I get. I've got two questions for you. One, what was your guess again? And two, what are the two broad categories they offer at La Porchetta? If you can answer those two questions for me, that'd be great. If you can answer those two questions for me, just shoot. You don't have to demark those two answers. I'll be able to differentiate which is which.
So you are at home trying to convince me that there's definitely technical issues and you want me to cover, even though there's not. And you're on a Zoom call with somebody from the head of La Porchetta, like the La Porchetta management.
Hello.
Mark, I need you. This is Zach Ruane. I think if you can just cover through, I couldn't hear the middle. I couldn't hear that last bit. Mark, there's some technical. Well, I need you to just guess, and then I need you to answer the question. It's not part of the guess. Can you remind me what your first guess was?
You're a cunt.
Then, can you answer that question? The question was, what are the two main categories of food at La Porchetta?
All right. So you are somebody who's having technical issues, or who's trying to convince me that there's technical issues for the podcast and is trying to get me to cover for it, even though you're actually not. Pizza and pasta.
Oh!
That is correct.
That is correct. I just needed to say pizza and pasta. Great.
The only way I could admit was if you said pizza and pasta.
Wonderful.
You're halfway there.
All right. Now. Hello.
Okay, I'll let you play with this person.
So you've
I'm
just
from
moved.
a fun land with ice.
Iceland? No, Greenland.
Yeah, oh, what? Yeah, that sounds familiar.
Greenland, maybe? I don't know if there's yellow ice there.
Oh, it sounds familiar.
So you're from Greenland. You've moved to New York City,
I don't know.
but you don't know who you are, where you've moved to, or where you're from.
Yes. But where am I from, did you say?
Greenland.
I don't know what that is.
You don't know what a country is, do you?
I know what a country is.
Okay, all right.
I don't know what that is.
Hold on, I see someone else coming, so I gotta knock on the door before they get here.
Sure.
But I got you, right?
Hey, how are you?
I'm good, thanks. How are you, mate?
Yeah, it could be better. It has been tough. Listen, do we want to just get into this chat now? Or,
Yeah, let's do it.
Or, yeah, great.
Let's get into it.
Okay.
You haven't got all of me.
I haven't got all of you, but I've got the main bit.
No.
What do you mean, no?
There's more.
There's a little bit more.
You haven't said my name?
Is your name Broden?
No.
Do you know your name?
Yes.
Yeah, you do know your name?
I'm not allowed to say it, though.
You're not allowed to say your name.
I can't think of a way that I'm going to be able to.
God.
Because it's a nonsense word.
Shabadoo is your name.
Every collection of sounds in the English language. Oh, that's too hard. That's too hard.
That's impossible.
Let's get everything else
Oh,
first.
sorry, guys. Sorry, I was a little bit loud there. I sounded
So
like
you are someone who's moved from Greenland
I don't know what that is, but yes.
to New York City,
Yeah, I don't know what that is, but yes.
and you don't know what anything is, where you're from, where you've moved to.
Where'd you say I was from?
Greenland.
I don't know what that is. That first half, I don't know what that is.
Because you're colorblind also.
Oh, yeah.
And
Yeah.
you're colorblind, but you're colorblind in the sense that you can't say colors.
Wait a minute. I'm colorblind. That makes sense. What color do you think I am?
You're like a pinkish red.
No.
You're what color
Maybe.
do I know what
Maybe.
color you are. I
No.
can see you.
Yeah, what am I?
You're white. No? What do you even know what white is?
No.
No. Do you know what You don't know what anything is.
I know stuff.
You know some stuff, right? Blue.
Oh!
So you're blue. You're blue. Are you from Blue Land?
No.
No, you're
I
from-
think you said where I was from, but I don't know.
You're from Greenland. You moved to New York City. You don't know where you're from, where you've moved to, who you are, and you are blue.
You just need the name.
Your name is a collection of sounds that's impossible to guess.
Let's try some.
Abiradimol.
No.
Shandukuzintal.
No.
Grampinen.
Smaller.
Pra.
Nah. Okay,
Ga.
no. Oh, close. Closest.
Gard.
Closest. No. Keep rolling through
Gard.
guards. No.
Gage.
No. Think less vowely on the second word and more consonanty.
Gak.
No. Listen to me, cunt.
Gat.
More
Second
consonantly
letter.
with the
Doesn't
second
count.
letter.
So G. So basically saying G is
G?
right. Yeah.
You got G.
Guitar.
No.
Guitar.
No.
Guitar.
Stop saying T's.
G-
Right? What?
G-
No.
G-
No.
G-
No.
Gup.
Listen, if this is a bad time, I
Shut
can come
up.
back later.
Shut up. I'm in the middle
Okay,
of
sure,
something.
No worries. No worries. I understand.
Good.
I'll just
No.
be in the for you.
Gus.
No.
Gum.
No.
Gun.
No.
Gur.
No.
Good.
No.
Good.
No. 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 No.
Gz.
No.
Gu.
No.
Gu.
No.
I've done everything.
No. What's a suburb in Sydney where fancy people
Gul.
go? Oh.
Gul.
But what's the suburb?
It's glebe.
Oh, close.
Gleek. Glee. Gleb.
Come back to the suburb.
Glebe.
The Gleb is in the right territory.
Gleb. Glebel. Glebel.
The Gleb is the right deal.
Gleb.
Maybe
Gleb.
change the vowel in the middle.
Gleb. Glub. Glob. Glick. Gleg.
But remember that one. Remember the last one and hold on to it.
Glob.
We're going to get to that.
What did I say? Glob.
Hold on to that. Hold on to that. Put it in your pocket.
Glob.
We'll get back
Glob.
to that.
Glo-
That's half of it.
global.
It's the second half.
Global. So glob.
You've thrown him.
That's the second. That's the
Now
second
leave that.
half.
Go.
Glob is the second
Go for it.
half.
We're done with glob.
Yeah.
Forget about
Alright, go
glob.
back to the
Keep going
start.
with through the sounds where you're in glab, glab.
So glob is the second half. So it's like gleb glob.
Now what's the first?
Gleb glob.
Close.
Glob gleb.
Close.
Glebe glob.
Oh,
Glebe glob.
but
Glee glob.
wrong dip.
Glee
What'd you
glob.
say?
Glee glob.
Oh,
No,
not
no.
quite.
Gleb glob. Gleb glob. Gloglob.
You are. What?
Gloglob.
No. You were right. Gleb glob. All you need to do now with gleb
Gleb
glob.
glob.
Eh?
Gle.
All you need to do is take the middle part of your tongue and put it on the roof of your mouth.
Gle glob.
First vowel sound. That's all you need to change.
Gle glob.
No. Gleb glob. All you need to do is change when you do the sound, lift your tongue up to
Glee
the teeth.
glob.
No, but gleb glob, but you just change the sound to another vowel.
Gla glob.
Very similar.
Glee glob. Glog glob. Glue glob. Glue glob. Glob
Can you go
glob.
back to gleb glob? Or even glebe glob is the closest.
Glebe glob. Gloob glob.
Now take
Stop
when you
saying
say
glebe.
Gleb
Glebe
glob.
is a diphthong. Just take the first sound of that diphthong.
Gleb glob. Gle.
Gleb.
Gleb. Glebe. Glee glob. This is fucked. This is fucked. I'm doing it.
But you're saying glebe
So-
glob, and then you're
Glib-
saying glee glob.
Glib glob.
Yeah!
I said
Put it all
glib
together.
glob 100 times.
Put it together.
No, he said gliglob.
Glib glob. It's
Put it
glib
all
glob.
together.
You are someone that's just moved from Greenland to New York City, but you don't know where you've moved from. You don't know where you've moved to. You're the color blue, and your name is Glib Glob.
Yeah.
All right, let's move on.
One more to go.
Let's move on to Zach's
One more to go.
second character.
This is a good party.
It feels that way, doesn't it? One more. Hey, Mark, thanks for having me.
You're so welcome. Sorry about that argument I was just having with my friend whose name is some nonsense letters. I apologise for that. I should have been paying attention to you.
No worries, Mark Corder. Not Mark Corder, no worries.
Mark Corder.
Listen, it's been a tough week.
Sure.
I tough year, geez, both on and off the field. So
For football?
I'm guessing you want to run this meeting.
For football?
What was that? Yeah.
For football?
Yeah, absolutely, yeah.
Yeah, we're here to talk about football,
yes.
right?
Yes, that's why we're here.
And I'm the manager of a team, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
So obviously,
The Demons?
yeah.
You should
Why
know
are you
what
being
team.
vague? Why are you being vague?
Well, I'm not. We're not the demons. I don't understand why you'd say that, mate. Listen, this has been a hard time. I want you to run this.
Are we the
meeting, but
Blues?
Obviously, I do. What about the Blues?
Are we
mate?
the
No,
Blues?
we're
The
not-
idea of
we're
a-
not in the Blues here.
The idea of a...
The idea of this
That's a funny
this
sketch.
being
I'm
a
writing
real
that down.
situation. Listen, mate. I
you not
know
know
it's
what
probably-
team
Are we the
we are?
Blues?
Do you not know?
No, I know what team we're in. I find it strange that you're saying other teams. Listen, I've played for this team for a number of years. I played for this team for a number of years.
The Hawks.
You know, I mean, I was a captain for this team, and now here I am. You know, I've given everything to this team, and sure, we've got a lot of issues in terms of culture and
Essendon.
you
It's
know,
the Bombers.
Absolute. No, mate. No, we're not. What about the Bombers? I don't know
Are
what
we
you're
the
talking
Bombers? I'm just asking.
We got a lot of cultural issues, right? And obviously it goes all the way to the top. They've dealt with that in the offices. I get that there's issues.
In Collingwood?
You know, we haven't
In
been performing on the
Collingwood?
field. Yes, yeah, we're in Collingwood.
Yeah, yeah.
Why are you...
No, because we're the
Yeah,
Magpies.
absolutely.
I'm the manager of the Magpies.
Yeah,
I'm Eddie.
so why have you called
I'm
me
Eddie.
here, mate?
I'm Eddie Maguire.
Oh, that's Mark.
You said who you are.
Mark,
I'm the manager of the Collingwood
I
football
said your
team.
name, mate. Listen, mate.
Is that right?
We don't see eye to eye, you and I.
You have to
Me
say
and Eddie
yes if I get
had a
things
good
right.
Working relation. Yes, absolutely. I told you were Mark Corder.
I'm Mark
we
Warder.
don't
You're
see eye
Eddie
to eye.
Maguire.
You see why
I'm
it'd
not
be
Eddie
funny if you're
Maguire.
the head of manager of a club. You go, are we the Bombers? That's funny.
It's a very funny. Yeah, you know, and it would be funny if it wasn't so serious. Listen, I think I know what you want to talk about. I don't want you to pussyfoot around. I think I have a very similar position. I've done a number of years with this club.
With
I
Collingwood.
think I've done the best that I can do.
You're Eddie.
You know, but I'm not Eddie, mate.
No, all right.
I'm not Eddie. And let me tell you that, I'm not Eddie, and I take that as an insult. You know, me and Eddie got along. We made it work. I've worked with Eddie for a long time, but I'm not Eddie. I'm a different guy, but definitely I have some responsibility in all of this, you know,
All right.
in both the culture of the club and how we've been playing out there.
Very good, Zach.
Really,
It was a very good
it
job
comes
by
down
Zach.
to me.
Because you're the captain.
Mate, I was once the captain.
Because
in
you're
early
the
2000s.
coach.
Yes.
You're Nathan
Yeah,
Buckley.
mate, well, yeah.
Hey!
Yes, I am, mate.
You're Nathan
Yes, I
Buckley,
am.
the coach of the Collingwood Football Club.
Yes, I am right now.
And you've come
but
in to
if
talk to
if you've
me
got something
about
to tell
the
me-
awful nature and environment within the Collingwood Football Club. And I'm
Mate,
Mark
we've
Corder.
talked a lot about it. Mark, we've talked a lot about it. We've had a lot of conversations, and really it comes down to your decision.
Yeah.
And I want to hear what your position is, what the club's position is, because I know that, you know, I'm ready. I've got a lot of opportunities out there, and I'm ready to hear this. I just need to hear from you what the club's position is.
All right, well, here's my position. I'm Mark Corder.
Okay.
You're Nathan
Yes.
Buckley, coach of the Collingwood
absolutely,
football
mate.
team.
Yeah.
And you've come to me for a meeting about what
you
I'm
call
going to
it,
do,
mate.
how
You call
I'm going to address the toxic nature of what's happening within the Collingwood Football Club.
Mate, look, we've done that work. I think
Broden's
we've done
nodding.
That work. We've done it at a good level. We've
Mark,
done that work.
is
at
Nathan
a good
Buckley
level.
the coach of Collingwood right now?
In my world, in this situation, in this meeting, I am right now. But what about the real world? Mark, his
Is it my guessing fingers?
Here's the thing, all right? Here's the thing, Mark, and you're doing good guessing fingers, a visual component if you're watching. But I got to say one thing. Can I just say one thing, Mark Corder? Can I just say one thing?
How have I not
I've
got
had
this?
a good run. Mark Corder, listen to me. I've had a good run.
Are you going to retire,
I've had a
cunt?
good run.
Are you going to retire?
Look, I'm prepared. I think that if that's the decision,
He's not ready to
we have
retire. He's a
come
young
to at the end
man.
of this
Do
meeting-
you want me to
I'm a
tell
young
you to
man.
step down? Is that what you want?
If that's the position of the club, you know, I'm definitely prepared to do.
Are you
that.
trying
I
to
think
get
I
fired?
wanna do what's best for the club. I see that we're not performing.
It doesn't sound like he's trying to get
I don't
fired. He's
wanna
having
quit.
an open conversation with you.
He wants to have...
Yeah, I don't want to quit. Listen to me, Mark. Can you
'Cause
just listen to me for
we've
1
gotta
second,
decide
Mark
what to
Corder?
do
I
with
don't
you
wanna
because-
quit, and I don't want
Yeah.
you to fire me.
Yeah, but
I
something
think
has
we
to
need
happen.
to come to a decision together.
Something needs to happen.
I think
Over your
and I think
conduct
that,
or the team's conduct? Well,
No,
because
no,
you've
look,
been in
listen,
charge
mate,
of the
yeah, we
team's
made
conduct, it falls on you, right?
Good party.
absolutely. Yeah,
Yeah,
understand that.
I know this isn't
understand
the
that.
party
No, I
yet.
understand
I'll play
that.
some music.
And I take full
You-
responsibility for that. And also, we're just not performing out on the field the way I'd like to be, you know. And I take full responsibility for that as well. So, if we are going to come to this mutual decision, I'm prepared to do that. So, what's the meeting we're in? Do you want to add that layer? You know, I'm Nathan Buckley. What is this meeting?
Are we in a mediation meeting
Yeah, more or less.
about what we're going to do, how we're going to address the situation that there has been toxicity within the Collingwood Football
No,
Club?
look, that's happened. We're talking about my role, and that's one of the factors. Other factors are I've been at it a long time. Maybe it's time for fresh blood.
For fresh blood.
Maybe it's time for, maybe it's time for me to look at other opportunities. I've always wanted to get into consultation and merchandise.
So
Maybe it's time for me to do that.
this is a meeting
It's about
what the club is going to do with Nathan Buckley.
absolutely, yeah, mate.
I guess
This is a
he's
meeting
trying to
and-
come to a something mutual.
We're
you're
trying to
looking for,
come
like, yeah.
to a mutual agreement and understanding about your position about Nathan Buckley's position
Yeah,
within the
yeah.
Collingwood Football Club.
So what's it sound
And I
like
reckon
you're
have
going
a
to do?
guess.
It's
What do you reckon this real historical event landed on? What do you reckon we landed on, mate? Because I'm ready.
this happened.
Yeah, mate. Yeah, it's happening right now. It's a real historical
You're
event.
so
happening
close to
midway through this
finishing,
year.
Mark.
what we came to was that there's going to be assistant coaches.
Oh, look, there already are.
Two.
Is Nathan Buckley
assistant
the coach of Collingwood today?
According to Google, yes.
Google's saying that.
You sure about that, mate?
That's what it says. It says Coach Nathan Buckley.
Well, I don't think that's correct.
Okay, so that might... No, are you sure, mate? Maybe check out Wikipedia, hey. So... check out Wikipedia. And also, no, just to be clear, I started out as an assistant coach underneath Malthouse. So we've already had that system. All the teams have that
obviously
system.
you're no longer the
Been an assistant
coach. And I didn't know
If
this.
that's the decision we're coming to, I'm prepared to...
So what
to be a part
moment
of
are we
that
looking
decision.
at here, Mark?
So what is this moment, champ?
We're looking at... Okay, all right.
Here we go.
This is the moment when the Collingwood Football Club and Nathan Buckley came to an arrangement about what to do, and he stepped down as coach, and Robert Harvey became the coach.
Yeah, I reckon Robert Harvey would be a great idea.
Oh, because...
Now, where are we? What's the name of this centre? What's the sponsorship? Who did we? I just can't remember. Who did we sell? Which bank did we sell the sponsorship, the naming rights to this centre where we're having the meeting and maybe we do rehearsal practice?
Rehearsals?
Practice slip. I'll slip.
I don't fucking know. I don't know.
There's only 4 in Australia.
It's
Really?
not.
It's not like we're giving the naming rights to ING. I mean, we're Collingwood after all.
Is it Victoria Park?
No, I just said a bank. We gave the naming rights of this.
Commonwealth?
The naming rights of
No.
the
Bendigo?
Commonwealth Centre. No, that doesn't
No.
sound right. No, the Bendigo Centre. No, that doesn't sound right. It's one of the big 4, mate.
And NAP?
No, not
No, it's
NAP.
not the NAB Centre. No.
Westpac?
Yeah, so here we are at the Westpac Centre.
Put it all together.
This is the meeting of Nathan Buckley and the head of the Collingwood Football Club about him stepping down as coach and Robert Harvey becoming the coach that happened at the Westpac Centre.
There's more info then.
I can't.
Yeah, that's great.
I can't.
That's fantastic.
No, you got it.
Hey, Mark, I don't know a lot about football either. I knew more about Nathan Buckley than I thought.
I thought Nathan Buckley
That
was
was a real
still the
lesson
coach.
for me. Hey, I
and
know
looked
more
at-
about Nathan Buckley. If I was
I
I was
looked up
backed into a corner, I could probably tell you a bit about Nathan Buckley.
because I was like, I think he's Nathan Buckley. I'm going to look this up. I looked it up and it said Nathan Buckley was still the coach of the Collingwood Football. When did this happen?
A month ago.
Well, I don't keep
don't
up with
know.
the footy news,
ago.
boys.
I don't know.
That's kind of why we
didn't-
made
I
it
didn't know.
the character, because you wouldn't know it
Thanks.
and you'd find it
And
difficult.
I didn't really know, because Mark, for the record, when Broden said you're Nathan Buckley, I said, oh, is he still the coach? So I didn't know either.
There
And
you
I thought
go.
he'd stopped being the coach maybe a couple of years ago.
Wow, that was a fucking nightmare
got there,
for me.
we had
That
fun.
was. The first one I
was
got straight out of the
terrible.
park. I was like, I'm fucking hot. I'm
Yeah,
running
I
hot.
think
This is
that
going to be
feels
easy.
And then not so much with Glib
I was
Glob.
Not
impressed
so
with how
much with
quickly-
Glib Glob.
I was impressed with how quickly you got pizza and pasta.
Yeah, that was easy.
Having to say pizza and pasta in order for me to validate your answer.
And in case it wasn't
Lip
clear,
glob was challenging.
Zach sent a message to the group chat that said, what was it exactly? There is legit an issue. Cover for me, though. Which was very funny. Very funny.
'Cause that was for no one.
All right.
Well, that's great. We'll be back
goodbye.
with another podcast, but we'll see you soon. Goodbye.
Bye, everyone.